An update with the IRS whistleblower David Nelsen has just been retaliated against. We have learned here that as of yesterday at noon, David's access to the IRS network was officially removed. He received this document, IRWorks incident ticket, removal of asset from domain.
I was working and then I get a pop-up in my Outlook that an IT IRWorks ticket was opened on my behalf. And then the person tagged in it was someone with cybersecurity. And then I lost access to everything.
And David has sent an email to his supervisor, a woman named Carolyn Black. David emailed her, "Could I receive instructions on what I should do? I had my network access revoked without notice and with no explanation afterwards. The IRS is a big matter of public concern right now." David Nelsen told us that he was only sharing information that is public information with us.
Internal Revenue Manual 11.3.2 states that I can speak to the media if approached on expressing my personal opinions and making it clear I'm not a representative of the IRS. My views aren't the views of the IRS, and that it has to be on a matter of public concern.
Do you think
this is all over the news now? It's a matter of public concern. I'm not sharing anything that is unknown. But it's the fact, the problem is that everyone knows this but the American people.
We also reached out to David Nelsen's supervisor, a woman named Carolyn Black, supervisor at the IRS Cincinnati metropolitan area. There's her picture there.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
And an email that was sent to her from David Nelsen asking her about his access being cut off.
My name is Karen.
Connelly. And what's your position, ma'am?
I'm in media relations.
You can't comment if this individual has been suspended?
Cannot. Nope, it's against federal law.
It's against federal law. Well, it's also against federal law to retaliate against whistleblowers.
I can't comment about the employee's status.
I mean, can you speak off the record?
No, I cannot.
Well, I appreciate you contacting me back. Can you tell me if the supervisor is in fact the individual I shared with you? Is that his supervisor?
I don't know that for sure. She reached out to me because I work in media relations.
Karen Connelly with the IRS, and you work in media relations. Are you the top media relations person?
I am.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously this is concerning because this individual...
Oh, I get it. But unfortunately, we have to follow the law, so...
You have to follow the law.
Yeah, we can't comment about personnel actions.
I mean, this is a truly extraordinary series of events. This guy just had his access cut off, and he's a whistleblower.
I guess that's what he says. I don't know.
You don't know, or you don't want to say?
It's against the law for me to say.
Well, you just said you don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It would
So
be against the law for me to say either way.
It would be against the law for you to say. I mean.
Yeah, I have to go.
I guess the question is, hang up the phone. I guess the question is, there's not an equal application of the law. Very, very nervous. This is the media relations person for the IRS, developing situation. Now, we have a number of whistleblowers within the IRS that are on the verge of going public. They are terrified. They are afraid for their lives, actually. We don't know why this executive branch is retaliating against truth tellers. We don't think that should happen, but we've learned in speaking to some of these people anonymously, and we hope they come forward. We are willing to disguise their voice if they're not willing to go on the record, but we've learned that there are 100,000 federal employees who are known not to pay their taxes, explicitly told not to enforce against this. We have learned the earned income tax credit, $10 billion, told by Treasury not to enforce. There's a lot of corruption inside the agency. People are afraid for their lives. We're going to tell their stories, and we think that David Nelsen here needs to be reinstated. We are going to get Mike Yoder, the attorney for these whistleblowers, on the phone to talk about what he's doing with Congress. Now, at our nonprofit Citizen Journalism Foundation, we have a federal whistleblower handbook, a guide to your rights and next steps, understanding retaliation. Retaliation happens when your employer takes adverse actions against you because of your whistleblowing. This includes termination, demotion, decrease in wages, negative performance reviews, denial of benefits or promotion opportunities, and the timeline for whistleblowers: gather the evidence, make protected disclosures to the Office of the Inspector General, Office of Special Counsel, a member of Congress, going to Congress, notifying your employer. This is what David Nelsen did. He reached out to the Treasury Department, file a retaliation complaint with the Office of Special Counsel, and if the OSC denies your complaint, engage in mediation or litigation, which is what our attorney Mike Yoder is doing. The Whistleblower Protection Act, enacted by Congress in 1989, amended in 2012, strengthening protections for whistleblowers. The Whistleblower Protection Act prohibits retaliation for protected disclosures, and the Office of Special Counsel investigates these. And this covers what David Nelsen has done. But it's not just the legislative branch of government that needs to protect these people. It's also the executive branch, especially in light of what DOJ is doing, especially in light of efforts to clean up the IRS. Mike Yoder is in touch with David Nelsen. We'll have more updates soon, and hopefully more whistleblowers coming out within the IRS.